Okay, so here we have the Releep 3-inch dual-sided memory foam camping mattress. Let's take a look. All right, so first thing you notice is that the bag is huge. My guess is because this is memory foam, it's probably rolled up really tight. And you know, memory foam, when it's first unrolled, it expands a lot. So my guess is that this bag is actually not just crazy big, it's just that the memory foam has not yet expanded. So let's open it up and find out. Where is the top? Ah, there it is. Well, I already got the zipper stuck. Not good. Do not like cheap zippers on gear, but anyway, here we go. Zipper stuck again. Cheap zipper on gear, bad form. Yep, so there we go. You see, nicely rolled up in its packaging. My guess is once you cut this open the first time, it's going to expand a lot. So let's go ahead and open it. Just like all memory foam things or anything that's rolled up like this, in fact, don't use like a utility knife. You know, get some scissors and cut it open carefully. We'll do that. All right, so here we go. Have some scissors. Let's cut this open without damaging the product, if we can. There we go, that should work. All right, we'll pause here and just do this, and once we have it out of the plastic, we'll start again. All right, first layer of plastic cut, and it is already starting to expand nicely. There's a second layer of plastic. Let's go ahead and cut that off. My guess is once the air really hits this thing, it's just going to expand a lot. All right, so you can see there, when you first cut it open, it's pretty thin. It's about 1 inch thick. They say this is a 3-inch mattress, so we're going to let it expand for about half an hour and come back. First thing we notice, though, even before then, is you have a nice grippy surface on the bottom and a nice kind of velveteen, velour, whatever you call that kind of fabric on top. So nice and soft, grippy, good combination. All right, we're just going to let that go for about 20 minutes, then come back and complete this video. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at how this thing expanded. First off, this is one thing I didn't notice at first, but it did come with a little pillow. Personally, for me, these are kind of throwaways. It's too small to use as a camp pillow. And here's the reason I say that. If you're going to bother lugging this thing out to camp, right? Clearly you're going to be going out in your car or taking a wagon or taking something. You're not going to be going ultra lightweight camping. If that's the case, just bring a comfortable pillow, for crying out loud. Don't deal with this. Having said that, it does have a nice velveteen case. You know, it's a washable cover, all that kind of stuff. I would maybe use this for like a road trip or take it on a plane or something, but I think that there's much better alternatives for those things, so I just kind of get rid of those. Now here's the mattress. All right, it's fully expanded. I think that looks like about 3 inches. It looks maybe a bit lower than 3 inches to me, but maybe it takes a while to expand fully the first time. So I'm going to say it looks expanded. Let's go ahead and change the angle on this camera so we can take a look at the full extent. All right, so there it is. It's laid out. I'll climb on there really quick so you can see how long it is, with the understanding that, you know, I'm just about 6 feet tall. So we'll see how that looks. All right, hold on, here we go. Nope, not gonna stay there. How about that? All right, let's see. I'm 6 feet tall. How does this fit? All right, it is definitely as long as me. Maybe it's an extra inch long, so I'm gonna say it's maybe 73, 74 inches. It is very comfortable. I'm on the wooden floor right now, but I don't feel the least bit uncomfortable. So yeah, I think I can see taking this camping. Got a nice little pocket on the side here, which of course is only gonna matter if you're using it on a cot, because otherwise it's gonna be on the ground. It's comfortable. This material is very comfortable as well. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is roll it up and see how it fits back into the bag now that it's expanded. We're not gonna have to go through all the roll up. I'll just roll it up and show how that looks. All right, so there it is rolled up. Rolled up pretty tight, but it didn't try to make it too tight. And let's see how it looks when we stuff it back into the bag. Okay, see that? Very, very roomy bag. So it wasn't just that the bag was super roomy before first roll up, it's actually extremely roomy, all right? So we'll talk about that in just a second. Let's get a zip back together. This has got a really, really crummy zipper, by the way. Okay, there we go. Backpack straps for carrying this, back to camp. All right, so let's talk about this huge bag. All right, on the one hand, it would be nice to have a snugger bag that would just seem to be fit better for the sleeping pad. But, with a bigger bag like this, you could stuff extra things in there. You could put your sleeping bag in there. You could put your tarp in there. You could put a number of things. Personally, I think I would prefer if this was a nice, tightly fit bag, and then I just put everything else into my giant duffel bag. But I could see why they'd give an oversized bag. Gotta admit, I don't really like that design, but, I could see how some others might. So overall, nice mattress, expands nice and fluffy, very comfortable. It's got a nice, velvety kind of cover, kind of a throwaway camping pillow that I'm not going to use. Overall, seems like a quality product. No real complaints. Would I use it? Yeah, I would. I would take this, kind of for extended camping, like at a long scouting event or something like that. Certainly not something I'm going to pack in, into the backwoods or a wilderness campsite, anything like that. But I don't think that's its intention. Overall, it's a nice camping pad.